What is going on, everybody? My name is Hayward. I'm the CEO and founder of Coach Hayward. Today, we're going to be talking about water retention and why it happens. What is it, and how do we fix it once and for all? Now, I want to make this training here for you all today because I believe there's two major reasons why. Number one is that water retention can become actually like a sign or a symptom of major health issues. So if you do have water retention, I do recommend to possibly go get checked up just in case. Number two, though, is because the mental side of things with our weight loss. You could do everything right, but there could be a few things that you might be missing that's causing water retention in your body. And you might be losing some body fat, but the scale's not moving. So you could be on the right path. But then if these little things are off and the water retention is going on, it can be very stressful, right? Because we're on the right path, but the scale's not moving, and it causes this guessing game, and it just makes it so overwhelming, so stressful. So I hope to clear some things up here today and help you understand a little bit more about water retention, how your body works, to help you make your weight loss just a little bit easier. And if I can do that for you, make sure you like and make sure you subscribe below so more people can learn too. All right, now let's dive in. Now, first and foremost, why should you listen to me? I've helped over 200 plus people permanently lose weight for the rest of their lives and make it a lifestyle, help them understand their body and take control and become the boss of their own bodies. And I've also spoken to thousands and thousands and thousands of people about their weight loss, their health, and their fitness. So I have a good realm of experience when it comes to weight loss. You know, that's what we specialize in, helping women. So that's what we're going to be talking about here today, though, is water retention, fluid retention specifically. So let's dive in. Okay, so first and foremost, the first thing we want to talk about is symptoms, right? You know, usually the symptoms, these are the main ones below, is like swelling in specific areas. So if you stand up for a long time during the day, you got your ankles, they're swollen, that could be a sign of water retention. Also, another very popular one is in your hands, right? Now, the next one here is if you feel stiff, like when you move your body, you feel stiff, you're feeling achy, those could be signs as well or symptoms of water retention, fluid retention. And then lastly is you have a rapid weight gain. It could be from like in a couple days all the way to literally weeks before. I've had water retention before where my weight has fluctuated like 7 pounds easily just in a couple days. Mind you, the average person can fluctuate like 3 to 4 pounds a day. It's not actual real weight loss or gain that's happening. It's just water retention, right? And also just food you're eating, your normal body's functions. So this is why, by the way, it's very important, just as a side note, that if you are working on weight loss, to check every single week or every single day at the same exact time, we're in the same things. So in your birthday suit, right in the morning, as soon as you wake up, that's probably like the best time to do it. So that way it's not this guessing game. You don't have to deal with all the fluctuations, right? Like let's say if you go to a doctor's appointment and it's at like 4 or 5 p.m. You've already been eating all the day and you're wearing your work clothes, you step on the scale and it's very high and it's like, whoa, what happened? It could just because of like the daily factors. So there's just an example for you. So let's dive in here. So what is water retention? So first and foremost, we should know that like it's normal, like our body typically has fluid that leaks into our body tissues, but that's why we have our lymphatic system, because it's basically like a bunch of tubes in our body that will help drain this fluid. It puts it back into your bloodstream to help drain that fluid so we're not having water retention, right? Now, the reason why fluid retention happens though is because that process itself there is not happening or it's not working. Okay, so that's basically why water retention, like what it is, and fluid retention. Okay, so when I say water retention, just think of it as fluid retention. So why does it happen? Well, multiple reasons behind this. Number one is gravity. Let's say you work a standing desk job, where you're standing up at a desk, or like you're standing up at a receptionist or whatever it may be. You're standing up for a long period of time. Gravity could cause that fluid to start storing in lower areas of your body, like your legs and your ankles, which can be very, very common. Now, another one, if you live in warm places like Florida, stuff like that, in your hands, you could notice it in your, you can notice that in your hands, some water retention going on. And the reason why is because typically it's interesting, but during hot weather, like very, very hot weather, we tend to hold on to more water and have water retention. So you might notice, like if you live in a very hot place, you got some water retention going on in your hands, very common. Next one is hormones. Typically for women, this is very important for you to know, so that way it's not like stressing you out on your weight loss, is around 2 weeks before your menstrual cycle is typically where you'll notice some water retention going on. Okay? Now, the next one is medication. So specifically like birth control, but just a bunch of other medications as well can cause your body to have fluid retention too. Okay. The next one is deficiencies. So if you have any deficiencies, specifically with minerals, not enough protein, I believe, anything like that, check that one on protein just to be sure. But there's certain deficiencies that can cause water retention. Now, next one is medical conditions. There is a ton. You should look this up because there is a tremendous amount, like hypothyroidism, little things like that, bunch of medical conditions that can cause water retention to happen. So definitely look into that more. Now, the next one here is dehydration. I know it's interesting, right? You think that your body would not hold on to water if you're dehydrated, but it's the exact opposite. If you're dehydrated, your body's going to cause itself to hold on to water more. So it's going to have fluid retention. Now, and the next one is if you're not eating enough food. So if you're trying to drastically drop your calories and lose weight, your body will retain on fluid. It will retain water. Okay. Again, you should always get checked up because it's very, very important because it could be it could be nothing, could be just a simple, thing that we're missing, but also could be a serious issue. So possibly get it checked up if it is going on for you. All right. So how do we fix this? All right. So very first one, and this is good for if you have high blood pressure, stuff like that too, is low salt diet. Okay. The more sodium we have in our diet, and I did a reel on my Instagram the other day about this, trick to you is if you have low sodium in your diet, it's going to help with water retention because if you have more sodium, it's going to cause your body to hold on to that water, right? So low salt diet is going to help out tremendously. Next one is vitamin B6 is shown to actually help in mild cases. So if you have mild water retention, you might want to add a little bit of vitamin B6. And I also believe vitamin B5. I'm pretty sure vitamin B5, I could be completely wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that one is good as well. But vitamin B6, I know for a fact. The next one here is, especially for you ladies, and especially going through like your cycles and stuff like that, is calcium and magnesium. Those are shown to help tremendously when it comes to water retention, especially when it comes like if your hormones are causing it in your menstrual cycle, calcium, magnesium, super good. Now, the next one here is drink more water. Girls, you should be drinking around, and I say girls because I specialize in women, but if you're a guy, you want to just add on a little bit more. But girls specifically, you should be drinking around 92 ounces a day of water. If you're active, very, very active, you got to get more water in. A lot of us, we need to be drinking more water. And it's such a cheat code too, because if you're working on your weight loss, if you drink more water, you're going to be kept full. It's going to kill your cravings and it's no calories, right? So it's super, super helpful. So like, for example, if we get dehydrated, sometimes we'll actually get really hungry and cravings, and it's because we're dehydrated. So our body naturally will want food because it has nutrients, water inside the food too, right? So make sure you're drinking lots and lots of water, okay? Key tip, every time you remove water from your body, so you're sweating, you're peeing, anything like that, get water back in. Every single time, like maybe leave water bottles around your house, in the bathroom, on your bed counter, on the kitchen counter, whatever it may be, to make it much easier for yourself. And then just carry around a jug of water too, okay? Now, the next one is move your body, sweat, move your body, work out, exercise. Your body loves it. And in turn, it's going to help with water retention, all right? And then a couple last ones here is watch out like for things that are going to make you have dehydration. Like for example, caffeine intake. If you're consuming way too much caffeine, that could also cause water retention as well. So just be careful when it comes to the things that might dehydrate you, specifically caffeine. All right. Now, the last one is gotta know your body, okay? Because again, you could be on the right track with your weight loss, but there's something that could be happening here with water retention. This is why having a coach or some guidance, like a professional who knows what they're doing, is so much easier if you're starting this journey. Because if you think about it, you're going into a jungle trying to figure out the weight loss, and you're not sure why you're holding on to water weight, why you're not losing weight. You could be on the right path, but someone might tell you online that like you're doing something completely wrong when it could be a lie. It can be very confusing. That's why I always say, just if you need that help, if you've been strong for 6 months, don't continue to struggle. If you need the help, get some help because it's 100% worth it, and it's going to help you make this forever change happen. Of course, my opinion might be biased, but I also get help all the time too. Okay. So know your body though. That's why you want to trust your plan. You want to know your body and making sure that your numbers, everything with your weight loss is on track, because I would say literally 95 to 99% of the time, if you're not losing weight, it's literally because there's something off with the calories in versus calories out. Okay. So how many calories your body is burning per day compared to how many calories that you're consuming per day, right? Because if you're eating too many calories than what your body burns per day, you'll never lose weight. All right. So that's the key there. But even if you are in a deficit, And then if you have a lot of stress going on, and because that's going to promote fat storage, and then also you have water retention, you might be burning fat, but the water retention is causing the scale to stay the same. All right. And that could mean that maybe your calories are too drastically cut, so they're too low. And that's dangerous because that'll eat up your muscle mass. And we do not want that. Your muscle mass is like your metabolic driver. Like, it's super important. Okay. So quick training, but that's training for today, y'all, on water retention. So I hope this helped clear things up for you on what it is, why it happens, and how to fix it. If you need some help here, you can apply for help to work with me. I only work with people who are serious about making this change. So you can apply below to see if you're a fit. There's a link down below if you want that help. I guarantee results, 100% satisfaction. So if you want to crush it, join the CH family. But if you have any more questions, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm always in my DMs there, messaging my followers and helping them out there. So if you have any questions or anything like that, if you need extra support, I'm always here to help you out. But start today for a better tomorrow, because this change is the best change in the world. And if you have any more questions, let me know. But I hope you enjoy this training. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.